Choosing a career has been one of the hardest things to do. In the modern age, we get exposed to many interests throughout life, and as a devotee, the greater emphasis on pure devotional service over material duties makes it a little more complicated. Is it possible for a monk to put aside? I shared this challenge with the world a few months ago, and it was a bit consoling because many devotees related to the problem, but eventually I still had to scrutinize things on my own. In my search, I came across a theory that classifies careers into two, the generalist and the specialist, and I've been trying to figure out where I stand. Being a specialist makes you rare and scarcity is value, so you needed more, hence paid more. But Prabhu, the generalist is diverse and can fit into many places, hence his scarcity rises as well. Yeah, but... Okay, makes sense. So what do we do? See, pretty much everything I put my hands on comes to life. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Except my chanting. Anyway, I guess this easily places me as a generalist. However, someone once said that you can do everything in life, but not at the same time. So eventually I had to start somewhere. And just when I thought I'd figured it out, just echo back the words I never said. I had to start over again. So just over a year ago, we came back to Kenya after getting married in India. And I, being the main financial source, had to get things going with this Lakshmi thing. I tried a few things, teaching, music production, content creation, and I just couldn't find my footing. But finally, based on the transferable knowledge and skills that I get from my spiritual practice, I placed my hands on something, a wellness business. Things kicked off and were going quite well. We did the branding, held a few events, attracted partnerships, and it was exciting, but just like with anything in life, it has to go through a test. Our test came on Easter weekend earlier this year. We spent a good amount of time, money, and efforts on advertising, and we expected to get a list of sign-ups, because who says no to Kamita's persuasion? Only to get online a day to our event, and just one person had signed up. Of course, this took us aback quite strongly, but as the acharyas say, we have to read through the lines, scrutinize for mistakes, and most importantly, ask Krishna what he's trying to say. We tried to see where the situation was leading us, and an idea came to mind. Sharon?
Yes, honey?
Do you have any plans for this coming week?
Just me.
We took a trip, just me and my wife, 700 kilometers through the countryside, and the goal? To break away from the busy, cloudy, crowded city life, away from our normal duties, and absorb in a bit of calm, freshness, and depth. The difference was conspicuous. It was a perfect opportunity to reflect on how things had been going since our wedding a year ago, and many things had been going quite well. However, some few things definitely needed some work. Mostly, our spiritual practice had been scarred, and the high principles we had kicked off with had somehow been diluted. It was clear we needed a change, otherwise it's a little scary to think of how things would have gone. Even though deepening our spirituality wasn't our main objective of the trip, being in a much more sattvic environment naturally led us to engaging a little more and a little deeper in our spiritual activities. We were quickly back on track to getting where we'd started out, and our hearts feeling lighter, we had to act while the realizations were still fresh. Going back to the business meant conforming to the standards that the corporate world has set, and while this doesn't exactly mean that our sadhana will be affected, we weighed it out with other options, and one stood out: devotional content creation. I'm not sure that's a category that exists, but it basically involves sharing my knowledge and experiences in devotional service while applying my artistic, charismatic, and intellectual abilities. And the best part is I can keep things a little flexible and directly spiritual. Prabhu, what about the... Oh my god, Prabhu, you scared the hell out of me. You have some yogic siddhi or something? What thing? The L thing. L thing. Luggage, language, laptop. Prabhu, I know you understand. Lakshmi. Well, we're doing it for Krishna and the devotees, so things should be sorted out somehow, right? Are you sure? Yeah, everything will be fine. So here I am on my first YouTube video, and to be honest, I'm not sure if being a full-time devotee content creator is the best thing to do, or if that's what's deeply ingrained in my heart, or if it's the best way to serve humanity, or the easiest way to make money, but the time, place and circumstance finds me here. I know myself to be quite jumpy and inconsistent, but I hope I can keep this going for the longest time to see it influence millions of people, or even just one person in a deep, impactful way. So come with me and maybe see you on the next one. Hare Krishna.